matter to me. So as an example of this, we were talking about gun issues. 594, 591. Most of us in here understand that 594 is very destructive. It basically says, beyond the whole taxing issue, beyond the whole background check issue, if my daughter's best friend comes to my house and wants to shoot guns on my property, we have to go through a background check that's going to take 10 days and cost a ton of money, and the second she gives it back to me, I have to then go through a background check and pay a ton of money just to shoot on my property, let alone the fact that the bill also says the only way she's allowed to do that is if the shooting on my property is a licensed competition. It's a mess, okay? Now, let's go back to 591. That was in response to 594. The gun people said, oh, we've got to stop this. We've got to put something up against it. I don't agree with playing these political games. I think it's confusing the voters, so I didn't agree with it in the first place. But then there's this little weasel clause down at the bottom that says Washington State will not do background checks unless a uniform national standard is required. And everybody says, well, we have the Second Amendment. That's going to protect us. Unfortunately, we also have a president who claims to have a pen and a phone. I don't doubt that he's going to try to create a national standard. And then at that point, this law will trump our states' rights and our very good protection on gun rights. So because I understand how to read this bill, it also puts me in a position where I'm contradicting many gun groups, because they're seeing the strategy behind it of trying to stop R-74, where my principle says there is nothing that the government at the federal or the state level shall do to infringe on our gun rights. And I will stand by that principle. I'm not going to play games, and I will tell people, vote no on both of them.